the layout builder has a number of different options. You can access this either by clicking Layout Builder on the desktop or by browsing to the endpoint /layout-builder. Within this layout builder, we have a number of different drag and drops, and we can also set multiple different layouts with different formats. We can name the format. So if we click New, instead of Layout 2, we're going to call this one Start Lists. This is going to be on Display Endpoint 2, and we're going to use the theme of Modern Dark. And the screen that we want to show this on is going to be a 16:9 widescreen. We also support 4:3, 21:9, 9:16, 1:1, 3:2, 2:1, and 3:1. If there are any other ratios that need adding, we can do that in future releases on request. So the canvas that we have, which is currently black in front of us, has no widgets on. We have a number of different widgets off to the left-hand side that we can impose on there. The first one is Start List. This utilizes the LSS script, which you can download from the GitHub and link through from finish links to populate the start list direct from finish links. If you click on a widget, it will drop in. You can then move it around on the screen wherever you want it, and you can use the corners to resize. Within each widget, there is then a properties pane on the right hand side. This enables you to set the position by text if you want to, set the different columns that can appear, add spacing between the columns if you want to add a padding column. And then you have a number of different options like prefixing with the lane, showing the event name header, the number of rows that you want to show, what text size you want to use, whether you want the text size to wrap or not, the different fonts that you might want to use in italics, what the background color will be, and you can also add some conditions to the visibility should you wish to, where a start list is only shown if a certain condition is met. You also have the option to reorder different layers. If you do have multiple widgets shown, you can click to cycle through them if there is one that's behind the next one. That's the start list. If you want to remove a widget, just click Delete Widget. You then have the event name, which will load the current event name, wind, which will load the current wind, running clock, which will show the clock, and stopped time. All of these widgets, start list, event name, current wind, running clock, and stop time, all utilize the finish links LSS scripts on scoreboards to populate their data. So they are populated live. Within running clock, you have the option to stop the clock on finish, or you can continue it running. So you can populate with multiple running clocks, one of them set to stop on finish, if you wish to. You can set the colors of the text to show what the different modes are, so whether they're running, stopped, ready, or whether time of day is showing. Each one of those can be set with a different color. The stopped time widget has an auto hide after a number of seconds. So this is in the event that you load a new event. You can then have that hidden, and it will only populate once the athlete crosses the line, breaks the beam, and stop time is then populated. That's the live widgets that we have available. And then just deleting those widgets off, we can run through the result widgets. So we have an event name for results, a wind for results, a results table, a RASA results table, which we will run through in a moment, and a PolyField field results table, which we will also run through in a different video. The results event name is populated from the event name within the LIF. The wind is populated from the wind within the LIF. And the results table is populated with the LIF data. So this will not display until you have saved the event within finish links. This gives you, the operator, complete control over when you want to display the result and release it to the scoreboard. We have a number of different columns that we can set within that results table. There's the place, name, club, time, bib, wind, speed, and can also add spacings in. And we can show or hide the header within that as well, which includes the wind and the result event by default. The speed option gives you the meters per second and can be useful as an analytics tool for the sprint races. Again, within the widget, you have the option to change the order, add conditions, change background colors, change the font that's utilized, and the text size and number of rows. If you're doing disability events, the RASA results column is quite useful. This utilizes the IAAF RASA results system, and it will pull the category from the license field within finish links and compare the performance against the 2016 RASA points system and reorder the athletes dependent on their finish position according to points. We can show or hide the RASA points with this and show or hide the class, time, name, and the rank. We again have all of the options on colors, fonts, and conditions. The next section that we have is overlays. Within the overlays, we have a text overlay, a screensaver overlay, a clock overlay, and a line view overlay. The text overlay is set by the text field within the PolyField Track software. Here you can type a message in and it will show over the top of wherever the bounds of the box has been set. Whether you want this to be the whole display or just over a small corner or bottom line, where you can add some sponsor text or competition specific information. Next we have the screensaver. The screensaver can be used to display any image which is of a PNG format that is linked through the screensaver mode within the PolyField Track dashboard. Once Show Screensaver is pressed on the dashboard, this will then appear anywhere where the overlay has been utilised and can be used for things like different graphics, sponsor logos, and showing any imagery that you wish to. We also have a clock overlay. This can be utilised to show a large clock when you click the clock overlay button in the dashboard, and will show just a full screen clock. Again, within this you can set, like the running clock, the different colours that can be utilised within this overlay. Lastly, we also have the line view. When you do a right-click export on an image within Finish Links, that will save as a JPEG, which is picked up within the folder for line views. When you click line view, you can then cycle between showing the finish line imagery from the photo finish and the results that are shown within the table. The final parts that we have are custom text, logo and image, and time of day. Time of day will use the time off of the host PC for the dashboard and display that as it iterates through. Custom text can be set within the custom text area and will remain and persist through the whole competition. And logo and image can be set through the upload button and again will persist through the competition, which can be useful for branding with the custom text and the logo image.